It's night 7! It is the final night of the Women's All-Star Classic for WWE 2K26. And we are starting things off with the woman who has earned a shot at the Women's Intercontinental Champion next Sunday at Clash in Italy against Becky Lynch. That being Ruca. And since this is the final night of the Women's All-Star Classic, we have decided to change things up a little bit. Yes, I'm still the lead commentator for the Amethyst League, but I have a color commentator. Ladies and gentlemen, the lead commentator for the Rose Quartz League, Kainoa Hong.
Oh, what's up, man?
Hi.
It's going to be very interesting seeing the Amethyst League action here tonight. Now, we know there's not much stakes going on here in the Amethyst League due to the craziness that was night 6 for the
You
Amethyst
can
League.
blame the woman that is coming out right now.
You son of...
Hey, don't shush.
What, she ain't in my league?
I
Literally?
still protect her at all costs. It is the NXT Women's North American Champion Tatum Paxley who clinched a spot in the semifinals as the Amethyst League runner-up with a win on Thursday night against JC Jane, eliminating JC and Mercedes Moné. Now, I will like to give you the matches for the Amethyst League for the final night and the rundown and order. That being, we have this match, then we have JC Jane versus Julia, Rhea Ripley versus Lola Vice, in the Amethyst League main event, Liv Morgan versus Mercedes Moné. And then after that, then you got the whole crazy shenanigans that's going on in the Rose Quartz League, which there's a lot of stuff to sort out. But we do know one semifinal match that's been confirmed. That is Tatum Paxley, the Amethyst League runner-up, going up against the Rose Quartz League winner, Alexa Bliss, who is trying to stay undefeated. Meanwhile, in the other semifinal match, we know the Amethyst League winner, Liv Morgan. However, we don't know who the Rose Quartz League runner-up's gonna be because we got 4 women trying to vie for that spot. That being Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer, Thunder Rosa, and Flammer. That will all be decided later on tonight with the Rose Quartz League closing out night 7. Oh, and a spear from Sol Ruca! And this is an opportunity for Sol Ruca because, well, she did win by disqualification last night at Saturday night's main event, but would like to at least finish strong, considering the fact that she only has 3 points. Her only win in this tourney came against good old Julia, which eliminated Julia from the entirety of this tournament, but as face planting Tatum Paxley, so Ruca could finish strong and put a stop to the momentum Tatum has been building. So Ruca at 3 points, 12 points for Tatum Paxley, and now a drop kick to the back of the head.
You gotta remember that Tatum Paxley is hot off of a successful title defense against Lizzie Rain over in NXT.
And yeah, Tatum Paxley's gonna have to deal with some wealth of challengers. Nikita Lyons, maybe. Zarya right now is like the top challenger, which looks like Zarya may be the next NXT Women's North American Champion, which means Tatum Paxley could get called up to the main roster as early as after SummerSlam, something to keep in mind. Same with Lola Vice. And then, of course, Tony D'Angelo, which is another name that is being big for a call-up. Those are the 3 names that are ready at the moment for a call-up to the main roster. As Sol Ruca with a crossbody from the middle rope. Now, but Tatum just gets back up.
The fighting spirit of Tatum Paxley on display right here against the woman that won by DQ at Saturday night's main event. Not an entirely great way to win a match, but it did get her a women's IC title shot at Clash in Italy, so beggars can't be choosers.
Now, of course, Tatum Paxley and Sol Ruca have had their banger matches. Sol Ruca had a crazy match with JCJ. Meanwhile, Tatum Paxley has had crazy banger matches with almost everyone in this tournament. I'm talking about Rhea, I'm talking Mercedes, Liv, JC. Oh, she could add another one here with Sol Ruca, but the question is, will she? Oh my goodness!
She should be like Christian Cage and have a banger with your mom.
Yeah, that's what Christian Cage said at AEW Double or Nothing. That happened earlier, which, by the way, 3 title changes. The World Tag Team titles, the International title, and unfortunately the World title, which, by the way, can we talk about that for a second? Because, number one, I like to talk about the fact that I rage-baited Kainoa.
He did not
I did rage-bait him.
He's trying his best to pretend that he rage-baited me, but in real life, he just didn't know what the hell I was talking about, and now he's trying to deflect.
For context, I would like to ask this question to the people. If you were a professional wrestler and you were standing across the ring from Darby Allin, and you legitimately injured Darby Allin because the man's literally indestructible,
does that make you the most unsafe professional wrestler in the history of professional wrestling?
He thinks it probably would make you look like the most unsafe wrestler in the game. My argument...
But this guy did not understand the question. And for some reason kept repeating the exact same thing every single time.
Yeah,
even though I explained it.
But I knew the entire time.
Yeah, but the entire time he knew. Oh, I just now figured it out. Let me try and spin it and pretend
he's still.
See, guys,
I'm still rage baiting him to this day.
And yet,
as Tatum Paxley,
still somehow dumb, but yet
no, I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. We're moving on. However, at the end of the match, MJF won the World Championship, which, by the way, the disrespect to Darby Allin, like, what the hell? And he called it verbatim, saying, here it is, Darby, here's your World Championship. Now, we're going to take the title off of you within a month, which is probably why he defended the title like 7 times before then.
Also, I just want to acknowledge that beautiful arm drag that Tatum Paxley did earlier, down to the corkscrew senton. What fantastic movements here from Tatum Paxley. As you want to announce it, go!
Cemetery Drive! Take a stroll down memory lane. Oh! Sol Ruca kicked out!
Can Sol Ruca actually get her second win of the tourney here on back-to-back nights?
I have no idea.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, the basement
hit her so hard she thought it was Wednesday! Oh my god!
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. By the way, fantastic second season of Wednesday. I'd like to talk about that. That was awesome. 3rd season coming up. Eva Green, part of that season. Same with Winona Ryder.
If only I knew who that was. Anyways.
That's nice.
Sol Ruca here, trying to look like she's trying to really get that second point here. She saw she could finally get a win. Now she's trying to see if she can get at least one extra win to finish the tournament out with at least 6 points. But can she do it? That's the real question.
Could have, like, everyone in the entire Amethyst League get up to 6 points, just like everyone in the Continental Classic was at 6 points, except for Roderick Strong.
Absolutely.
One of those men, I think, that was at 6 points. I don't think it was actually... Oh, my goodness! One of those men that I think was at 6 points was, hold on, cover here. Oh, and a kick out. One of those men that I think was at 6 points, I think he was at 7. 6, 7. Kevin Knight. The man who literally turned heel out of nowhere by splashing on the Darby Allin while he was on a stretcher after MJF beat Darby Allin for the World Championship. My thoughts...
Why?
Yeah. That's what everyone's going to be asking. Why? Why in the world did they pull the trigger on a title change? Well, not title change.
A heel turn.
Or a heel turn. Like,
there was no build-up. Where was the build-up?
Kevin Knight,
I don't even see it.
Kevin Knight had a TNT title defense against MJF. He lost the World Championship match to MJF. He also lost the World Championship match to Darby Allin, which... That's crazy. What does that mean for Speedball Mike Bailey? What does it mean for Jet Speed? I don't think I've ever seen Mike Bailey as a heel. Same with Kevin Knight, so we'll see what happens there. We've seen Tatum Paxley as a heel, as Tatum Paxley hits a backpack slam! So Ruca has never been a heel, which is very interesting.
Although some may argue that she was the heel in the Zarya storyline. Which, very interestingly enough, you stated earlier, maybe Zarya might become the next NXT Women's North American Champion. Well, who's Tatum Paxley wrestling on the last night of the Women's All-Star Classic before the semifinals and finals? So Ruca. The woman that ended, basically, the feud between her and Zarya. That's how it delivered.
Oh, almost hit a capo kick, but yeah, you mentioned Zarya. Zarya will be probably the next Women's North American Champion, so Ruca probably the next Women's Intercontinental Champion. And then I have no idea what the heck's going to happen to Tatum, but I just hope Tatum Paxley gets called up sooner rather than later, or they at least have something for her. Maybe a shot at the Women's Tag Team titles with Lizzie Rain against the Brie Bella and Paige, which, by the way, they successfully retained their champions, their titles last night at Saturday Night's Main Event, which, by the way, a hell of a show with Penta and Ethan, that crazy World Tag Team title match.
We're talk about the Ethan theme change.
We got the 6-woman tag that was great, but the best highlight of the night, Braun Breaker getting absolutely dogged.
Oh my god!
And I say dogged by Angelo Dawkins over that announce table. Oh, there it is!
How long this match has been going on for?
Yeah, this match has been going on for what?
These women have been putting on a banger, and we're over here talking about Wednesday Season 2.
Oh, 450! 450 from Tatum Paxley!
Doesn't even go for the pin, though.
Because she's going for something that people would not love to be in right now. It's called The Cemetery Drive number 2! The sequel! Which wins it for Tatum! 15 points! Telling you, the best wrestling theme for females, other than, of course, Fatal Influence, and Liv Morgan, okay? Liv Morgan's Trouble theme song is actually good. Really good, in my opinion. And then Becky Lynch has to be in there as well. But
Blake Monroe.
Blake Monroe is also really good as well.
Speaking of Blake Monroe, you can see Blake Monroe in the Rose Quartz League. Hey!
Speaking of which, in the Rose Quartz League, the matches you will get Io Sky versus Thunder Rosa, Stephanie McCare versus Flammer, Alexa Bliss versus Jada Parker, and Blake Monroe against Kendall Gray. Which, by the way, I'd like to point out, Blake Monroe got done dirty with that debut. We'll talk about it more in our next match. But it's Tatum Paxley who walks away victorious, and momentum going into the semifinals against Alexa Bliss.